morning everyone. Let's start the another technique, that is fractional distillation. So in the fractional distillation I want to show this is a special arrangement in this kind of distillation. What happened in fractional distillation? First I want to tell you, as it is distillation, so evaporation will be followed by condensation. That is the common thing. But what is the meaning to say fractional distillation? As I have discussed in the previous slide, then that we will separate those liquids in which the difference of their boiling point is less than 25 Kelvin. That means बहुत ही कम boiling point का difference है. तो उन liquids को separate करने के लिए हम fractional distillation technique use करते हैं. It is a fractionating column, that is an additional in the distillation. I want to show you. The apparatus is same, only this one column is different, that is the fractionating column. Let's discuss what is fractionating column. So this one is the fractionating column. It is a simple tube packed with glass beads. These are the glass beads which are packed in it. These beads provide surface for the vapors to cool and condense rapidly. When the vapors will pass through this, then it will strike to the balls, and when it will strike to the ball, it will cool. So only those vapor can easily pass through the glass beads which contain an appropriate temperature which is to be set in the thermometer. This technique is very useful. It is used to separate different gases from air and also to get different fractions from petroleum product. पेट्रोल से क्रूड ऑयल जो निकलता है उससे बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट मिलते हैं, तो वो उसी टेक्निक को यूज करके मिलते हैं. लेट्स डिस्कस द टेक्निक. सो दिस इज द फ्रैक्शनेटिंग कॉलम. This is the distillation flask, and distillation flask is fitted with a fractionating column, and the thermometer is fitted with the fractionating column, and a delivery tube that is known as condensation tube that is allowed to fall into this beaker. So what happened? Let's take a mixture of A and B here. When we provide temperature, then as the difference in the boiling point is very less, so at this temperature both the vapors will arise, and these vapors when pass through this fractionating column, then just for an example, A has a temperature 50 degrees Celsius and B has 65 degrees Celsius, only 15 degrees Celsius different. So obviously both the vapors will come and both the vapors will enter into the fractionating column, but only those vapor will easily go through these small beads which contain that appropriate temperature which is adjusted on which is showing on the thermometer. Like temperature, mixture A has a temperature 50 degrees Celsius. So if we adjusted 50 degrees Celsius temperature on the thermometer, means a thermometer is showing 50 degrees Celsius temperature, then only the vapors of that liquid will come out from these beads which contain 50 degrees Celsius temperature. Those you can say vapors cannot arise which contain 65. Those will easily fall down when they strike to these glass beads and fall down into the distillation flask. So सिर्फ वो वाली वेपर्स पास होके जा पाएंगी जिनका टेम्परेचर 50 डिग्री है. 65 वाली जब इसके बीच से गुजरेंगी तो वो यहीं से टकरा के वापस गिर जाएंगी. As you know now, the vapors will go through this tube, and this condensation arrangement helps to cool down the vapors and convert it into the liquid, and that liquid can be easily collected here. In your NCERT it is given that we will separate acetone and water. Acetone and water. So this technique is the fractional distillation technique which we use to separate those mixtures which have a difference in their boiling point less than 25 Kelvin, or you can say Celsius. Now this one is the technique, as I told you, that air, different components of the air can be easily separated by fractional distillation. So what happened, I want to show you with the help of diagram first. This is the diagram. So air is allowed to pass through the filter so that some dust particle can be easily separate out. Now air enter into pressure, air pressure chamber. Here pressure is provided, and when the pressure is provided, then the particles of air will come close to each other, and when they come close to each other, then their kinetic energy will become increase and the air become hot, गर्म हो जाती है air. When this hot air enter into the another chamber, then यहाँ पे क्या अरेंजमेंट है, ये एक coiled ट्यूब है, इस coiled ट्यूब में कूल वाटर है और वेपर्स यहाँ बाहर की साइड है. तो जैसे ही वेपर्स इस कूल कंडेंसेशन ट्यूब से टकराएंगी तो वो एकदम से कंडेंस होके वाटर बन जाएंगी, एंड दैट कोल्ड कंप्रेस्ड एयर, शुरू में एयर रहेंगी बाद में वाटर बनेगी, तो दैट कोल्ड कंप्रेस्ड एयर will enter into the separator, and separator will allow to separate the carbon dioxide from rest of the gases, rest of the components of air. Why carbon dioxide gas is separated? As you know, in the previous chapter we have discussed that carbon dioxide has a tendency to convert from gaseous form to directly into solid. So that solid carbon dioxide can easily separate out from air, and rest of the air, cool compressed air, enter into the fractionating column. And in the fractionating column, as you can see here, this is the fractionating column, enter like that, not exactly like that, but a kind of arrangement like that. So when they enter, then they can be separate out on the basis of difference in their boiling point, and we will get the liquid gases here. Now take a look of the flow chart. Air compress and cool by increasing pressure and decreasing temperature, then the air become liquid. This liquid air allowed to warm up slowly in the fractional distillation column. Gases get separated at different height. Now take a look. For example, oxygen has a boiling point -183, argon -186, nitrogen -196. देखिए माइनस में जिसका टेम्परेचर आपको ज्यादा दिख रहा है, एक्चुअल में वो कम है, तो यहाँ सबसे ज्यादा दिखने वाला टेम्परेचर डिजिट में 196 आपको दिख रहा है, लेकिन क्योंकि ये माइनस है तो ये सबसे कम है. तो सबसे पहले आपको कौन सी गैस मिलेगी? नाइट्रोजन, आफ्टर दैट आर्गन, एंड आफ्टर दैट ऑक्सीजन. देखिए इस डायग्राम में दोबारा एक बार फिर, सबसे पहले नाइट्रोजन, फिर आर्गन, और फिर थर्ड नंबर पे ऑक्सीजन. So this technique is also very good. I hope it is clear to you. I will discuss the another technique in the next session. Till then, goodbye.